Hello, everyone, and welcome to Awaaz 2022. My name is Swetha Rajagopal, and I'm one of the Awaaz co-chairs for Diya.
And I'm Akhilesh Shivramakrishnan, and I'm the other Awaaz co-chair. We're so excited to welcome you guys to tonight's show. Awaaz is Diya's annual South Asian Cultural Showcase and our campus's largest student-run production. Tonight, you'll get to see 15 of Duke's performance groups showcasing their talents while also celebrating South Asian culture.
Our performers and speakers have put a lot of effort into the show, and we are so excited for you to see what they have put together. Our show tonight really goes to highlight how much Awaaz means to the members of our greater Duke community.
We also just wanted to express our gratitude to the people and groups who put in a ton of effort to make Awaaz 2022 possible. Thank you to our Diya exec members, Duke venues, Duke Conference and Event Services, Duke Dance Council, SOP, our MCs, all of the staff here at Page Auditorium, especially Leah Austin and her team, our team captains, and of course, all the performers. We're so excited for tonight. Now let's welcome the Diya presidents, Malika Rawal and Krishna Patel.
Good evening, everyone, and get excited for the Awaaz 2022! My name is Malika Rawal, and I'm one of the co-presidents of Duke Diya this year.
And I'm Krishna Patel, and I'm the co-president of Diya as well. We are beyond elated for everyone to watch the show tonight. First of all, thank you so much to Akhilesh and Swetha, as the show would not have been possible without their tireless efforts. They are truly the backbone of the show, and we could not say enough thanks.
Awaaz is one of the most special nights at Duke because not only do we get to see 15 phenomenal groups, but we get to celebrate, showcase, and share the vibrancy of South Asian culture while doing so. Every single member of Diya's exec board has played an instrumental role behind the scenes in planning for Awaaz.
We would love to introduce them and thank them for all that they've done.
Hey guys, my name is Stalin. I'm a senior and I'm the internal vice president.
Hi, I'm Naveen Siva. I'm a sophomore and I'm cultural chair.
Hi, I'm Hishi. I'm a sophomore and I'm community outreach chair.
Hi, I'm Rishi. I'm a senior and I'm social co-chair.
Hi, I'm Uha. I'm a junior and I'm the treasurer this year.
I'm Sanjay, I'm a junior, and I'm the political chair.
Hi everyone, I'm Anjali, I'm a freshman, and I'm a first year rep.
Hi, I'm Awaaz, I'm a junior and the external VP.
Hi everyone, I'm Arushi. I'm a senior and I'm the marketing and communications chair.
Hi, I'm Isa. I'm a freshman and I'm a first year rep.
Hi, I'm Dipali. I'm a junior and I'm a social co-chair.
Hi, I'm Akriti, and I am a sophomore, and I'm cultural chair.
Our charity partner for this year's Awaaz is Kiran. Kiran is a nonprofit organization that serves and empowers South Asian victims and survivors of domestic violence who reside in North Carolina. Their mission is so important, and their pledge to provide social, economic, and community resources is a testament to the organization's amazing work in our state. If you would like to donate to Kiran's cause, please look in your program to do so, or go outside Page Auditorium after the show ends.
Now get hyped for Awaaz, the adventures of Sheila Holmes!
On a cold November morning, Manjanti noticed her son did not return her daily 7 a.m. FaceTime call. Rohan was a good son. He was chapter president of his DECA team in high school. He was a proud member of NSHSS, and he got passing grades. Manjanti didn't know what to do, so she called the best detective she could find on WhatsApp to handle her case.
Sheila, we've got a case. Are you wearing sunglasses? Dramatic effect. coming to files. What are our needs? So we had the victim's mother.
Nahi! My Rohan Vinay doesn't send us pictures of his tandoor meals anymore. What if someone kidnapped him? Or worse, what if he forgot to do it office hours?
There's his best friend.
Yo, Manjula auntie. He's so fine. He's probably just out getting picked up with his podcast.
There's no way Renegade and Rajungle don't know what's going on.
Definitely.
He was a good boy. He was like the son I never had.
I hope they find him. I need help setting up my smart fridge.
Any love interest in the picture? Something like that?
Yo, Priya and Rohan are so a thing.
Wait, who the is Rohan? He's got our work cut out for us. Kinda.
Now the scene is set. You know the suspects. What happened to our dear Rohan? Was it his mother? Was it his frat brothers? Come to Awaaz in December to find out. This is Rohan. He was a star in his mother's eyes. He's not that great, but his mother doesn't have any other children to compare him to.
Yo, what the hell?
He's failing most of his classes. In fact, he claims he's a student athlete on his Instagram bio, but he just plays intramurals volleyball. Now we meet our detectives, Sheila and Watson.
Wait, where's Sheila?
This is elementary, my dear Watson.
Well, you may be wondering what their qualifications are. Sheila watched Scooby-Doo as a child, and Watson applied to internship on Handshake.
Hey, I took an intro to forensics class in high school.
She got a B-.
I was a freshman.
Some freshmen are talented. Let's please welcome to first year dance.
What happened, Manjulanti?
Rohan, my boy, he's gone. I don't know where he is. Auntie, calm down. It's okay. Let's start from the beginning. Rohan, my boy, is missing. He's in college now, and I called him, and he hasn't picked up his phone for the last 3 hours. Naturally, I called every single one of his friends, his professors, and his RA, and no one seems to know where he is. Sheila, Watson, you have to help me find him.
It's okay, Auntie. I promise you we're on the case.
Okay, thank you so much, Sheila.
Okay, Watson. So, who is this kid?
Let's see.
I guess, it says here's our a cappella dance team. Maybe we'll spot him in our next performance. Please welcome the premiere performance of our new South Asian a cappella team, Duke Diwana.
Fine light in a beautiful sea, I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the light inside your eyes. Tonight, you and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds. the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
Okay, so he wasn't there. Yeah, no shit, Sheila.
Tension is brewing.
Okay. Where else could he be?
Well, it says here he's on a classical dance team.
He dances too?
Apparently.
Wait, where are you getting this?
His LinkedIn.
He's lying.
He has premium.
Well, unlike our detectives, this next group knows what they're doing. Now give it up for Duke Lucia.
Success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but you tweaking. I look like I've been getting money, how reeking. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make myself less like it. This chick got a little...
నిరంతరం నీకు నివాళినివ్వాలని నాలో ఆవేదనే నువ్వు ఆదరించేలా నివేదనవ్వాలని దేహమునే కోవెలగా నిన్ను కొలువుంచా జీవముతో భావముతో సేవలు చేసా ప్రతి ఋతువు ప్రతి కృతువు నీవని ఎంచా సతతము నీ స్మరణే ధీం తానా ధీం ధీం తానా జతులతో ప్రాణమే నాట్యం చేసే గతులతో నామశతం మూల నతులతో నా పైన నీ చూపు ఆపేలా
You want it, I get it. You needed someone that could prove you wrong, so I reckon you leave all of your problems at the door to my city. You gon' need to tell my brothers where you from, and I admit it. I still got empathy, and you gon' feel it for 2 weeks when I release you in them streets and keep my meaning discreet. Keep the clean R.I.P. Dog, player, I get it. Fraud, player, I get it. Understand. You wait for me, you wait for me.
Okay, so our methods are clearly not working. I guess I'm gonna ask the community a little bit. You know who the best people to bring would be? Watson, bring our first witnesses.
And then Nikhil ran away to Europe to find himself, but instead, he's just finding goodies.
Anyway, Ranika Auntie, Rajesh Uncle, you guys are our best informants. Rohan Gupta's gone missing. What do you guys know about him?
What don't we know about Rohan? He was a very bright boy, but I heard he failed organic chemistry and started skateboarding. He probably has brain damage from that now, which would explain his behavior these last few weeks. Anyway, before that, he was like the son I never had.
They have 3 sons, all of whom sell crypto.
You know what? You're so right. And he's not even involved in the community. But speaking of the community, please welcome the community dance.
గాయమైనది నా గుండెకి తగిలి తప్పించిపోనా ప్రతి క్షణం ఇలాగ నీ కోసం చేద్దాం చక్కగా కూర్చొని చర్చిద్దాం చాలు యుద్ధం రాజీ కొద్దాం ఒట్టిగా కలిసొస్తే నీకేవి కంట కష్టం నడిచే హరివిల్లా నన్ను నువ్విల్లా గురి పెడుతుంటే ఎలా సుకుమారి సొగసునలా ఒంటరిగా వదలాలా ఏం చేయాలో లేగాలి వాలుగా ఏ కోచింది పోదియా
జనిరుమా వైదిస్కురుమా మెల్ల నడమా అయ్యో ఎర్రమా వాయాడి నీ బాడి బాడి పాపం వెలయాడి
See, that boy clearly does not help the community. Okay, we need to narrow down the list of witnesses. Do you guys have any other sources of information? Oh, wait. Manjula was telling me that Rohan had recently joined a highly esteemed and respectable community.
A brotherhood.
What was it called again? Pi Cap!
It could have been worse. They could have said KA.
Oh, wow. The most respected community on this campus. Watson, let's take a swing at this one. Please join me, guys, in welcoming Duke Swing.
में पुदीना देखा नाका नागिना देखा चिकनी चमेली देखी चिकना कमीना देखा चांदनी चिटर होके चीट किया तो सारे तारे बोले गिली गिली अक्खा मेरी बात तेरी बात ज्यादा बातें बुरी बात थाली में कटोरा लेकर आलू भात मूरी भात मेरे भी जो किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का छोड़ना जाने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल माने ना
जगमगाती लड़कियां ये झिलमिलाती लड़कियां जिनके दीवाने तुम भी तो हो हंसती गाती लड़कियां खिलखिलाती लड़कियां चाहती सब क्या है ये सुनो इन सब के मन इनकी धड़कन सुनो जरा सपने क्या है इन आँखों में दिल में है क्या Girls like to swing. जरा आगे निकल के, नए रंगों में ढल के, अंदाज़ बदल के, मस्ती में है जीना, जीवन रस पीना, ये बात हुई ना घड़ी जश्न हो गीतों की बरसात हो गाए पल पल ये जिंदगी पिघले पिघले तन बदन खोया खोया सा हो ये मन छाए छाए हो दिलकशी हो थरथराहट सी हो सनसनाहट सी कि सांस सांस में खुलासा हो अजीब सा नशा Girls like to swing.
Sheila and Watson were stumped. They were starting to regret majoring in communications and taking this case. So they decided to search the historic halls of the Pie Cap House to find more information.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up? I'm Chad.
Isn't it Judd Breathe?
Nah, bro. I go by Chad, also known as President of Pie Cap.
Sheila and Watson enter, confused.
Yo, cops? Guys, hide the out. We don't got anything illegal here.
No, we're just private detectives.
Oh, word? In that case, y'all want a drink? We got crat or crack?
Shit, why not?
Concentrate.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out where Rohan is. When's the last time you saw him?
Yo, I've been looking for my guy Brohan since the rager at the barn a few nights ago. My guy was pulling. He was freestyling to all the ladies, even with a girlfriend.
Interesting. Anyone have anything to knock me out at the nearest convenience?
The Dandia stick might do the job. Introducing DBS for us.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. I can put the ball in the end zone, put a bad bitch in the friend zone. This shit sound like an intro jet song, give me that tempo. Told Pooh he a fool with the shit. Told her don't let her friends know. In the Ville and I move like a dime. Eating fettuccine at Vincenzo's. Me and my amigos got that free smoke on the West Coast. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-rolls. Dark hair bitch, she look like she
Yo, are you a jalebi? Because there's nothing sweeter than you. Life without you is like samosa without chutney. You put the desi in desirable.
Nope, enough. I'm done. We're getting nowhere.
I mean, I think we're getting somewhere.
Well, the flirting is really picking up momentum. Speaking of, welcome momentum.
ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਨਾ ਸੂਰਜ ਤੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਚੰਨ ਦਾਗੀ ਤਾਰੇ ਪੱਥਰ ਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਮੁੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਥਾਂ ਰੁਲਦੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਲੋਹਾ ਪਾਰ ਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਇੱਕ ਚੰਦਨ ਦੀ ਲੱਕੜ ਨੇ ਲੋਹਾ ਪਾਰ ਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਇੱਕ ਚੰਦਨ ਦੀ ਲੱਕੜ ਨੇ ਬਾਂਹ ਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਾਲੇ ਵੇਖਾਂ ਨਾਲੇ ਚੁੰਮਾ ਮੈਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਸੁਰਤ ਭੁਲਾਤੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਖਰ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਸੁਰਤ ਭੁਲਾਤੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਖਰ ਨੇ
Sheila and Watson went to go talk to Rajesh uncle, who was angrily watching the Cricket World Cup.
How are we losing to England? I'm so mad I forgot my chappal. If I was there, we'd be crushing them.
Unfortunately for Rajesh uncle, software engineers are not historically the most athletic people.
Rajesh uncle, do you have any more sources we can ask for information?
Why don't you go ask Priya, Rohan's girlfriend?
Ooh, good idea. We'll talk to her next.
Oh, Chakka! He just scored a winning hit!
Speaking of explosive hits, welcome to Maka.
Yo, Brohan, you can come out now. The hot feds are gone. You almost got caught, bro.
Yo, Chad, thank you for letting me hang out at the Pike Gap house. Can't believe my mom got the cops following me.
Yo, homie, I wish those baddie cops were following me. But they think you got kidnapped.
Soon they'll know the truth.
Okay. Okay, we have the amazing honor of being able to start off the second half of Awaaz with our guest speaker, Mr. Thakur Mishra. Mr. Mishra was only 7 years old when he, along with his family, were evicted from Bhutan. Mr. Mishra lived in a refugee camp in Nepal for close to 20 years before being resettled in the Bronx in New York City. He has worked at the Carolina Refugee Resettlement Agency since 2011 in various capacities, having previously served as a caseworker, case manager, and now program coordinator.
The CRRA's mission is to enable all refugees and asylees to become self-sufficient in the United States by providing resettlement services, employment services, and immigration services, along with connecting refugees and asylees to other service agencies in the Charlotte area. Mr. Mishra has also appeared in various international media, including the Wall Street Journal, Al Jazeera America, The Diplomat, and Global Post, with articles aimed at advocating for refugees.
Mr. Mishra also holds his first bachelor's degree in journalism and mass communications from Nepal and a second bachelor's degree in international studies from UNC Charlotte.
Please give Mr. Mishra a warm welcome.
Namaste, everyone. First of all, thank you, Malika and your team, for inviting me to speak here tonight. And thank you for that beautiful introduction. I was born in Bhutan, a tiny country about the size of Indiana. It is sandwiched between China and India. Some people believe that Bhutan is one of the happiest countries on the planet, that it is the last Shangri-La. Bhutan claims it measures the well-being of its citizens in terms of gross national happiness. Sadly, in the late 1980s, the government started what was called as a one nation, one people policy. And that policy was adopted to cement that belief of monocultural philosophy aligned with that of the ruling elite. My family had been in Bhutan for 4 generations. Once the government enacted that policy, those who did not like it stood in opposition. Soon, the government started cracking down on those opposing the one nation, one people policy. My father, unfortunately, was not spared. One winter afternoon in 1991, around a dozen armed security personnel burst into our 2-story house as we were eating lunch. The local authority handcuffed my father and took him away, accusing him of being a terrorist. I was barely 8 years old. They seized all our important documents, including our citizenship certificates. Many other families suffered the same fate. The male members of the families were imprisoned and tortured, while many women were sexually assaulted by the local armed security forces. Houses were burned down. Schools were closed and turned into army barracks overnight. The Nepali language was removed and banned from the schools. My father was imprisoned for about a month at a local school that had turned overnight into a detention center. It was the same school I had just started to attend. My father was mostly confined to a congested room. He often shares horrific stories of how the local police tormented him physically and psychologically during his time in jail. On the day of his release, he was forced at gunpoint to sign what was called a voluntary migration form. This form was written in Dzongkha, a language my father did not understand. This was the same story of many other neighbors as well at that time. My father signed the form only to discover the following day that he had to leave the country within 3 days. We packed what we could. We set free dozens of cattle, mostly cows, sheep, goats, and buffaloes on the grazing field. I asked my mother when we would return home. She said it would be about a month. I still recall wrapping my books and other stationery in a plastic bag. I then put it inside a wooden box. The box was inside our house. I wanted to stash my belongings so I could use it upon returning home. After several days of walking and a day spent riding in a lorry truck, we reached a refugee camp in Nepal, only about 300 miles away from our homeland. Although India shares an immediate border and is the largest democracy, ironically, it paid deaf ears to the atrocities in Bhutan, let alone providing refuge to those evictees. In Nepal, a ramshackle tent-like hut inside a refugee camp became my home for nearly 2 decades. The UN Refugee Agency administered the refugee camps in Nepal. My large family shared a barely 300 square feet space, which is like a tent. There was deprivation of basic needs, including electricity, privacy, security, and access to healthy foods, among others. Bhutan evicted close to 100,000 people at the time. And since Nepal would not accept us officially, 7 refugee camps were set up there. During the initial settlement of the refugee camp, when the UN Refugee Agency was not involved yet, many people died because of the lack of primary healthcare facilities. My 2-year-old niece died of pneumonia, an easily curable infection had there been a basic healthcare system in the first place. One of my interns recently asked me what it feels to have lived in a refugee camp for such a long time. I responded to her that it was stressful. She quickly pointed to my bald head and replied, "Well, that explains it all." Those of us who managed to survive these terrible conditions were lucky to go to the school managed jointly by the UNHCR and Caritas Nepal. For me, many others, a pair of shoes would have been an immense luxury. I studied up to 10th grade inside the refugee camp school, even without a pair of shoes on my feet. A few pairs of flip-flops got me through the misty winters. When not in school, I often played soccer made out of plastic and pieces of used clothes with my friends. I still recall writing these long letters in the form of an appeal to the King of Bhutan while I was in the 3rd grade, requesting that we be repatriated back home. My teachers would assure me that those appeals were mailed to the royal palace in Bhutan. Neither did I receive a response, nor I can say with certainty that my appeals reached the king. One day, one of our former neighbors from Bhutan arrived in the refugee camp and told us the regime had burned down our house after a few days we left Bhutan. I cried. I became mad at my mother. I am sure the wooden box containing my school supplies, including the book and a pencil, turned into ashes. This is what I have learned firsthand in life. An autocratic regime can burn down houses, books, or shut down schools. Nevertheless, they cannot burn down one's wills and wishes for those who make it out of the country safely. The refugees made countless unsuccessful efforts for the repatriation. While the Nepal government failed at every level to convince Bhutan to take back its refugees, India continuously ignored our pleas. In 2007, when the US government, including 7 other Western countries, announced the offer of third country resettlement, I immediately declared my interest. There were many rumors floating around in the refugee camp during the initial phase of resettlement. The most common was that the US government would drop these refugees in the middle of the ocean during the resettlement process. A group of us decided to combat this by uncovering the facts so that we could inform the refugee communities. I was part of a newspaper called the Bhutan Reporter alongside the Bhutan News Service, a news portal entirely produced by those who had been forcibly removed from Bhutan. We fact-checked and wrote the articles and published hard copies of the newspaper, which were widely circulated in the refugee camps. I nearly paid a heavy price for my journalism work. An unidentified group inside the refugee camp opposing the resettlement offer did not like my role in disseminating the factual information. In April 2009, a few months prior to my resettlement, that group made a failed attempt to kidnap or possibly kill me. After this incident, I was always worried about my personal safety. It took 2 years for my resettlement process to be done overseas. During the vetting process, I faced layers of screenings, interviews, and security clearance. When I finally gained asylum, I was sent to the Bronx in New York, the first in my family to have been resettled. A year after resettling in 2010, I got married to my beautiful girlfriend, and we moved to Raleigh, where I stayed for a year. My beautiful wife, Rook, who is in the house tonight, and I were childhood neighbors back in Bhutan. Interestingly, my elder siblings in the family tell me that when I was a boy, I used to insist I would marry her one day. If my siblings are telling the truth, well, then I guess I was always right. In 2011, I moved to Charlotte specifically to join work with the Carolina Refugee Resettlement Agency that helps local refugees arriving in Charlotte. Through my work, I have learned that irrespective of the geographical location, refugees share one thing in common, that they don't have a place to call home and lack dignity as human beings. In 2012, I started taking part-time classes at UNC Charlotte, and in 2015, I graduated cum laude in international studies. I was fortunate to have become a naturalized. Thank you. I was fortunate to have become a naturalized citizen in 2014. Many people ask me what it means for me to have become a naturalized citizen. Well, it means I now have a place to call home, a place to embrace freedom. It is a place where I can feel proud and serve the United States and humanity globally. I am immensely grateful to this country for giving me and close to 100,000 other Bhutanese refugees a new home. I can participate in democracy freely. I have no fear of being persecuted by my own government. More importantly, I now have a roof over my head and enough food to put on my table. I am relieved that my first greater daughter, who is in the audience tonight, won't have to grow up fearing being persecuted by her own government. We are teaching her to appreciate the US government and American people for giving new life to her parents. Thankfully, my daughter does not have to worry about not having shoes. Talking about the stories of shoes, I have learned firsthand over the years that it is not necessarily the pair of shoes that takes your steps farther. It's rather the inner will and willingness that does the magic. By now, all of my family members have been resettled in the US. Indeed, except for a few thousand still living in the refugee camp in Nepal, others have been resettled in 8 different Western countries, including a vast majority alone here in the United States. Aside from my work, I am also a part-time student working on my master's in social work program. The experiences of refugees coming to the United States are often not heard or well understood by the public. We often get lumped into a broad category that erases our complex histories and ignores the historical complexities of different migrations. This is why when the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History asked me to collaborate on a project to help share the stories of former Bhutanese refugees in the United States, I welcome the opportunity. I recently recorded my father's oral history as part of the Smithsonian project. During these interviews, unfortunately, I also had the opportunity to learn how some individuals were coerced by their own fellow community members during the political turmoil that happened in the late 1980s and early 1990s in Bhutan. In conclusion, now imagine for a moment, if you can, being without a pair of shoes. I have been there myself. As I live tonight in a pair of shoes that provide warmth and comfort, I continue to wonder how about 1,000 children of the approximately 7,000 Bhutanese refugees remaining in Nepal will have access to shoes. Thank you.
Can we please get one more round of applause for Mr. Thakur Mishra? Thank you so much for inspiring us with your story of resilience. Now get ready for our second set of amazing performances.
Sheila and Watson are continuing their investigation, completely unaware that Rohan was not actually kidnapped. They take their mediocre detective skills to the dorm room of Priya, Rohan's alleged girlfriend.
Hi, are you Priya?
Hey, yeah, I am. Who are you?
We'll be asking the questions here. We need information on your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? I don't have any time for that. I'm an RA, so I am responsible for people's lives. I barely have 5 minutes before I have to go run off to DSG Senate to cut funding for every club on campus.
Wait, you don't know who Rohan Gupta is?
Who the hell is Rohan?
Yo, he's just the biggest dog on campus.
Why are you in my room?
Brohan sang to you the other day.
That guy? I was in the middle of an orgo midterm when he pulled out his guitar and started rapping over Hello by Adele.
That sounds traumatizing. Well, Rohan may suck at singing, but this next group certainly doesn't. Please welcome Sangeet.
getting nowhere. All of our sources are leading to a dead end.
I think it's time to retrace our steps.
You're right. Let's go back to the beginning with Rohan's mom. Manjula auntie.
Sheila, Watson, have you found my perfect, beautiful boy? Perfect? The pie cap dude?
I'm sorry, Manjula auntie. I promise we're still working on it.
Do you have anything more you can tell us about him?
Of course, of course. My perfect, beautiful Rohan. Ever since he was a kid, he's been the most wonderful child you could ask for. He was never into all these girl shirls, drinking, shinking, drugs, shugs. He even had perfect grades in school.
I'm sorry, hold on. We're talking about the pie cap dude, right? The one that raps to girls and fails his org exams? That one?
Never mind, ignore her. Keep going.
I mean, anyways, Rohan's been so involved in all the artistic things around the community. He loves to dance and he joined the Bhangra team at school, and he's a great singer. He would sing for all the aunties back home. But his voice, it's that of an angel.
Does he still sing bhajans?
Of course he does. But these days he's been into something else recently. You know the singer Saviti?
Who?
Saviti, the one who sings Tap, Tap, Tap In? Speaking of tapping, please welcome Duke on Tap to the stage.
Drop it.
Okay, wait, I think I have an idea.
Really? What?
Okay, I'm not gonna tell you that. That ruins the drama. But we need a little more information.
Okay, who do you want to bring in next?
Well, if I need more information, I know who's gonna have it. Let's bring in Renika Auntie!
And Nikhil failed his SAT and he couldn't get into a single college.
Renika Auntie, we just have a couple more questions.
Oh yeah, about who? Nikhil? Sunita? Amrit? No, definitely Meera. She's been failing all her classes and been doing crazy drugs, and her parents too. Hi, they're just so.
No, this isn't about Ria. This is about Rohan.
Oh yeah, what about him? You know, he's been failing his classes too, and disappearing.
Okay, you noticed since he was a baby, right?
Yeah, he was a shaitan bacha, wreaked havoc at all the functions. But he had some good things about him too. He used to sing all the time, bhajans and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Manjalati said he loves singing.
You know, he's actually always wanted to pursue a career in singing. He told Chadpreet that, who told Ria, who told Amrit, who told his mom, who told Anjali auntie, who told her mom, who told me. So pretty reliable. He couldn't really pursue a career in the arts anyway if he wanted to. He tried dancing, but he wasn't very good at it.
You know, that's really, really sad. I kind of want to switch up the energy a little bit. Please welcome Nakasai African Dance Ensemble.
Vile Kapachi mai chupako Ai Casablanca ni kata mato
You see this life I dey live, I dey try to try it. In everything way I do, I dey try satisfy my soul. When you see from my cup, did you pay me the congas? When the girls and your guys are not them, I'ma tell them say I am. Because no sleeping tonight. No sleep.
Shake that thing, miss. Gonna shake that thing, miss. And I'm gonna shake that thing, yeah. Jody and Rebecca, woman, get with it. Just say that you don't stop when the beat drops. Just keep singing it, dancing it. Get drunk, up, percolate anything you want to call it. Oscillate it, if I don't take with it. Go up and see you get life on the rhythm of my ride. I'm a living up my body like dictate it. Girl, nobody can do you nothing 'cause you don't know you're getting it. You're sexy like the drum power.
She need a bucket quick. And when we done, she feel me like a majesty. Quick. Next day we go do one for your place. Make sure that your daddy is known. Make sure that your mommy is known. Switch off that television. Netflix know what I came here for. Shawty better shut your door. 'Cause I know when they stop me, boy. Shawty like it when I drill a hole. When I finish, I go.
Okay, so I think my hunch is correct, but I need one more person just to confirm everything.
Honestly, I'm still lost, but who do you want to bring in?
One more person. Last source. Priya!
You only have 5 minutes before I have to head over to my DU meeting to plan Old Duke. Mr. Flocka Flame won't be kept waiting.
It's too bad you decided to miss Old Duke for this.
Don't worry. We're gonna make it quick, okay? Is there anything else Rohan said to you the day he sang to you?
Yeah. I remember after he sang to me and I kept taking my exam, he said, "Don't worry, Priya. One day you're gonna be listening to me when I make it big." And then he dipped, singing to himself. I really, honestly don't know.
Thanks, Priya. Honestly, I think that's all we need. Don't worry about it.
No problem. Honestly, I think you should leave him where he is. Thinking I'm his girlfriend, that pie cap bro is weird. Anyways, welcome to the stage, Sabro!
Let's go crazy. Let's go.
कलकत्ते तो ले आंदा गुजरातों ले आंदा गुजरातों तंग मैनू करी जांदा बेबी कल रातों हाँ बेबी कल रातों कलकत्ते तो ले आंदा गुजरातों ले आंदा गुजरातों तंग मैनू करी जांदा बेबी कल रातों हाँ बेबी कल रातों थोड़ा जा टिक्की लगदा ट्रिपी ट्रिपी लगदा मैनू ते हिक्की लगदा हाय नी तेरा
ओ मेरे कोके दे हैं चारों ओर चर्चे सारे आशिकों के दिल है मचलते ऐसे हिला दूं मैं लखनऊ मुंडे देखे जाए मैनू तक तक के मेरे कोके दे हैं चारों ओर चर्चे सारे आशिकों के दिल है मचलते ऐसे हिला दूं मैं लखनऊ मुंडे देखे जाए मैनू तक तक के
नी सुपना सच करन दे नी अज तू मच करन दे जानी नू टच करन दे
Break it down now. Come on, let's go.
Watson, I have figured it out.
What do you think is going on? How do you think that getting information about Rohan is going to help us figure out who kidnapped him?
That's the trick. There is no kidnapper. I think Rohan decided to disappear from his mom and friends.
Why?
Okay, haven't you seen the trend here? He used to sing bhajans, he loves Saweetie, he sang to Priya. He loves singing, and I am going to bet he left to do something in singing.
You know, is that why he told Priya that she would listen to him when he made it big?
That's what she said. But yeah, that's what that meant.
Where could he possibly be now? Where do you make mixes around here?
Okay, wait, I'm pretty sure I saw a recording booth in the Pie Cap house. Yo, I bet Chetri hid him and didn't tell us.
You're probably right. Let's go.
It was at this point that Sheila finally realized she was outsmarted by a frat brother that listens to Macklemore.
Okay, well, I mean, I wonder what styles of music he sings, right? It seems like there's a lot of different styles, a lot of versatility. And speaking of different styles, let's give it up for our very own Bollywood fusion dance team, Duke Rated, number 9 in the country!
Down the chimney will come, pretty pretty smile, and you'll find that even a kid is hard swimming in a little style.
Twice did I make her my friend. Look at these haters, they hating again. I know they don't like it, they taking it in.
Run around with the renegades, you should take a seat, save your energy. I try to heal the gas with a band-aid. In the time you need, you call your enemies. I landed in a visa and I need a visa. I ain't playing with you, this no mama me. I need a hottie toddy with a body, yeah. I just spit the knowledge, then I'm out of here. Watch me.
Let's go, boys! Dancing, foreign style!
Party over. Go.
मेरे होठों से धुआंधार निकलती है जवाली, जैसे जैसे बंदूक की गोली। मेरी जीवन की दशा, थोड़ा रस्तों का नशा, थोड़ी मंजिल की प्यास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है।
गिरेगा तो चिरेगा, छिपा तो मिलेगा, मिला तो मारेगा। जाग भाग भाग बच सके तो बच ले आज। आती है ये ज़लज़ला है, पूरे जोर पर चला है। नगम है जो लड़ा है, कौन रह सका खड़ा है।
Paced around for hours on empty. I jumped at the slightest of sounds. I couldn't stand the person inside me. I turned all the mirrors around. I'm bigger than my kids cried out. Please stop, you're scaring me. I can't help this awful energy. Goddamn right, you should be scaring me. Who is in control?
Rohan, I found you.
Oh shit.
Rohan, you were gone for so long, we thought someone kidnapped you. Explain yourself.
Well, school was just so hard, man. All this organic chemistry, pre-med, pressure from my mom, I couldn't handle it. And I'm not even passionate about being pre-med. Instead, I decided I was gonna run away and pursue something I was actually passionate about, music. I knew my mom was gonna kill me, but I was in the lab for hours, creating a fire SoundCloud account with the username user 65337828777369. Been mixing fire beats, coming up with deep lyrics, About to be in the big leagues with 21 and Drake and J. Cole, baby. Yeah. So basically, this is a lesson to all of you guys. If you're ever passionate about anything, work hard and you can make it anywhere.
Okay, so let me get this straight. This whole time you were killing the game on SoundCloud?
Yeah, you trying to hear some of this shit live? Dude, millions of people have paid thousands of dollars to see me live, even crashing Ticketmaster for me.
Yeah, personally, I'm good.
Hell yeah. Okay, play the mix. Baby, 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 break the hearty hand once again. No one's going in, they are no hope I am.
Oh my God!
Hey,
Rohan!
fire!
Rohan!
Hey, Priya, did you like it?
I loved it. I'll finally go out with you.
Really?
No. I just wanted you to stop butchering my favorite song.
Okay, Watson, we solved this case. What's next?
Apparently, Sanjana Auntie has convinced someone impersonated her son and got an 11 on the ACT.
Oh, shit.
Rohan continued to pursue a career in music. He dedicated his debut album to his beloved Bria, and it won 3 Grammys. She was so moved that they began dating shortly after, and are now married. That was a lie. He forgot his SoundCloud password and has been living in his mom's basement ever since. Priya did go on to become a US Senator and is now married to an anesthesiologist. Now, what happened to our favorite detectives here? Well, they went on to solve 0 cases before getting arrested for working without a private investigator's license. Thank you for joining us for Adventures of Sheila Holmes, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
We hope that everyone is enjoying the show so far, and let's give our MCs one big round of applause.
Next up is Defining Movement, but their piece this year takes on a more weighted tone. So to speak more about their set before they perform, let's welcome some of DefMo's choreographers of today's set to the stage.
Hello, everyone. We are members of Defining Movement, the group that you're about to see next, and the choreographers of this next piece. This year, DefMo's Awaaz set takes a more serious note with the hope to engender actionable change. The performance alludes to the painful realities women of all ages and backgrounds in South Asia face, including domestic violence and female infanticide. We want to let you know that parts of this piece may be difficult to watch, so if at any point you need to leave the auditorium, please feel free to do what is needed to take care of yourself.
We chose this theme because it is a lived truth of many women in and of South Asian backgrounds. Often when discussing issues of gender-based inequality, it is within the context of empowering women, which is incredibly important and has led to so much progress today, but perhaps more attention needs to be drawn to the horrors that women face on a daily basis. To address this aspect, we hope to bring more focus on the responsibility of the perpetrator in inflicting pain and violating the rights of women.
Throughout this process, we are intentional about informing ourselves on this topic with the help of Karen. Karen is an NC-based nonprofit whose mission is to support victims of domestic violence, particularly South Asian members, by providing culturally specific services and comprehensive economic, social, and community resources. DefMo is immensely grateful for both the work they do and for coming to Duke last month to educate us further on the topic we'll be showcasing today. We hope that this performance can be a part in the push for change and ultimately uplift women of South Asian backgrounds.
The music we chose today plays a significant part in the story we would like to tell. So if you'd like to read more about it, the translations and meanings are included in the program. Thank you, and we sincerely hope you enjoy the performance.
ஒரு பொண்ணு எது செய்யலான்னு 5 இருக்கு. இதை செய்யக்கூடாதுன்னு 50 இருக்கு. எல்லாருக்கும் பிடிச்ச அந்த 5 நம்ம செய்யலாம். ஆனா நமக்கு பிடிச்ச அந்த 50 நம்ம செய்யக்கூடாது. அவ்வளவுதான். சிம்பிள். ஒரு பொண்ணோட லைஃப்.
தங்க முன்ன ஊரு ஒன்ன மேல
की कहते तेरिया दो आदतां नहीं जानिया एक तां शराब वे दूजिया जनानी किन्ने दे सामने है चुन्नी भी उस दी उतारी होगी चंदेरी उदारे दादी मारी होगी ओदी ते किस्मत माड़ी होगी जिदे नाल तेरी यारी होगी ओ कुड़ी किन्नी बेचारी होगी चंदेरी उदारे दादी मारी होगी ओदी ते किस्मत माड़ी होगी जिदे नाल तेरी यारी होगी ओ कुड़ी किन्नी बेचारी होगी
ఆకాశం తాకే నీ ఆక్రందనలు మనసారా వినువారెవరు నిట్టూర్పున నలిగే నీ గుండెల దిగులు సవరించే మనవారెవరు కళమారుతున్న జీవితం కలతలోకి జారన కలలు కన్న కనులకు నీటి చెమ్మ తగిలెనా ఏమిటి నీ పాపం ఏమిటి నీ నేరం చీకటి ముసిరిందే చిటికల్లోనా నిందలు వేస్తారు నిన్ను వెలివేస్తారు ఆడదిగా నువ్వు పొరబడి పుట్టావు మగువా మగువా నీ మనసుకు లేదా ఏ విలువా నీ మనసుకు లేదా ఏ విలువా నీ తలరాతలో చిరునవ్వులు కలవా మగువా నీ తలరాతలో చిరునవ్వులు కలవా
बातें बहुत हुई काम शुरू करे क्या कल क्या करेगा आज शुरू करे क्या ये देश अपने हाथ कुछ बातों से होगा ना तू खुद ही है नायक तो शुरू करे क्या
शुरू से शुरू करे हाल क्यों बेहाल है ऐसे तो आजादी को हुए 70 साल है हम आजाद ना फिर भी कभी सुनते ना खुद की घर बैठे सोचेंगे मसले की तरकीब कदम ले आगे तो पीछे ये खींचे तू ज्यादा सच चुगले तो धरती के नीचे अब नीचे ही रहना हिम्मत से सहना वो मारे वो पीटे तू कुछ भी ना कहना हर जाति से छोटी यहाँ औरत की जात दे दे जीवन की डोर किसी और के हाथ यहाँ प्राण जाए पर मान ना जाए दौलत की लालच हड़पती दुआएं
बातें बहुत हुई काम शुरू करे क्या कल क्या करेगा आज शुरू करे क्या ये देश अपने हाथ कुछ बातों से होगा ना तू खुद ही है नायक तो शुरू करे क्या
Let's give it up one more time for Defmo's extremely moving piece. We as Duke Diya cherish our relationship with Kieran and admire the work that they do day in and day out. If you would like to donate to Kieran's cause, please look in your program or do so outside Page Auditorium after the show ends. We have one more act to close out the night. Please give it up for our amazing class of 2023's Senior Bhangra. Can we get one more round of applause for all of our amazing seniors that performed in Senior Bhangra? And of course, thank you all so much for coming tonight to Awaaz 2022.
Thank you to all our student groups, choreographers, advisors, and everyone that performed tonight. Of course, thank you to Page Auditorium, Duke Venues, the Duke Box Office, and all the staff that worked with us for dress rehearsals, lighting, music, ticketing, and more. Special shout out to Leah Austin and her team for all of her help.
Let's welcome back our MCs one last time and give them a huge round of applause. Thanks to these amazing MCs, Uha Reddy, Malika Kankare, Devanshi Pandya, Alec Mishra, Shreya Goyal, Shreya Mandavili, Sanjit Bariwal, Serena Raj, and Rohan Gupta for putting on an awesome show.
Thank you to Dr. Shruti Desai, Alex Espaya, our advisor, the Awaaz marketing team, Amal Gupta, Satya Yalamanchi, the exec, and everyone that has played a role in making the show come together.
We also wanted to send a special shout out to the wonderful people at Kiran, some of whom are in the audience tonight. Seema Kak, Aparna Balakrishnan, Janvi Kulkarni, Nishat Fazil, Julia Charles, and Shaifali Kaul. We really appreciate their partnership. If you're able to, we would also love and appreciate any donations to Kiran, and you can find the link in your program, or you can donate outside Page Auditorium.
And a huge thank you to our two Awaaz co-chairs, Akhilesh and Sweta. This night would not have been possible without them.
Please stay on the lookout for upcoming Diya events on our Instagram or website, which is also listed in your program guide. We have a lot of fun stuff planned for next semester, including Holi on the Quad and Diya semi-formal.
Thank you everyone for coming. We are so happy to have shared this special night with you, and it means the world to us. See you next year!
Thank you!